Hey everyone, welcome to Tuesday with Pastor Dan. Um, Good to have you all here. So yesterday I went to a funeral. I don't go to a lot of funerals. I typically preside over them. But yesterday was an occasion that a member of our community and kind of a surrogate family member, so to speak, passed away and happened to be a member of another church, and so I got to go and be part of worship and see it from that side, so to speak, but also to be comforted in those things in the same way that I try to do for families when they lose someone. But as I sat there in a different church, in a different space, um, the priest asked a question. Actually, asked two questions. Well, it was three, but the two that stuck with me were these. How much room in your life or heart have you left for God? And then how much room in your life or heart have you left for others? And he was saying that the person who he was doing the funeral for made him think that, even though he'd only met him for a brief moment. And I will agree, very much so, having known that person significantly longer than the priest. It does make you think that. He did make you think that with his life. How much room? But it's got me thinking, how much room in my life or in our lives do we make or do we leave for God? And what, and then others? And what do we fill our lives with that aren't those? The funeral was packed. The funeral was packed because he left a lot of room in his life for other people. And that's the thing, right? We sometimes you can judge the character of a person by the friends that he has, or the amount, or whatever it is, or the family, or he or she, I should say. I also think we can see the room that we leave for God and for others. We were put here. We are placed here because of God. The Heidelberg Catechism, it's on my wall, I'm looking at it, says, "What is your only comfort in life and death? That I am not my own, but belong with body and soul, both in life and death, to my faithful Savior, Jesus Christ." Big room for God, big room for Jesus, and that then makes big room for others. Our lives are not our own. We do not belong to ourselves, but we belong to God and to others. And the biggest funerals we see are for those, or the biggest moments are for those people who give of themselves. We live in a society that's about me and I and what I get and what I have. But yet we continue to see the people, and the people who are celebrated as heroes, as good people, are those people whose lives there's space for others. We were watching the Manning brothers cast of Monday Night Football last night, and in the background of Eli is the Walter Payton Award, Man of the Year. We have an award for one of our major sports leagues for being the most generous, kind, good leader possible. Specifically make an award for that. We celebrate those people who have big room in their lives for others, when that shouldn't be celebrated. That should be the norm. The question is, how much room for God and others? Jesus says there's two commandments. He breaks it all down into love God and then love your neighbor as yourself. Love God with everything you have. Make big room. And then make big room for others, just as you would make big room for yourself. One day we will figure it out, that we can live in a world for others, and our lives are more full than we'll ever imagine. Imagine they could be living for ourselves. May you all be blessed. May those questions sink in. Look forward to seeing you soon.